What is going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Dundalk Trapp podcast. Very rough day yesterday. I mean, yesterday was like an opening day for us where we went 3-6. We all went 1-2. It was a great finish to the night. I would say Ray wasn't a fan of that. Me and Gio thought it was a good finish tonight. Me and Gio had the last 2 wins of the night. If we didn't, it would have been a 1-8 day. So it was a good finish to the night. I think it's much better being 3-6 than 1-8. However, god awful from us. It started off bad. Time was flying. Our plays were losing left and right. And then Lonnie Walker and the Vegas Knights come through at the end and do what they need to cash a couple of tickets. So we'll see how we do tonight. But how are you guys doing after that dreadful yesterday, Wednesday?
I'm ready to bounce back.
I
Yeah,
like that.
it was a bad night. Bad night. Need to bounce back.
Things are a little feisty this morning between you guys. Like, who is better?
Well,
I keep forgetting to take the records. I don't know who's better.
I don't know.
Gio, since you have so much time on your hands, why don't you go through the TikToks and calculate the record?
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll keep the records.
All right, cool. Since I do Twitter, Ben does TikTok, you can do the records.
All right, I'll do it. Yeah. All right.
Oh. Holy shit. All right. Well, it's a little feisty between the two, like usual, which is good. I'll start and then let those two go next. My first play, Travis Etienne over 88.5 rushing/receiving yards. The Jets are good against the pass, and they're pretty good against the run, but they're not as good against the run as they are against the pass. I think Etienne is relied on a bunch, kind of like he was this past week. He's been their most productive offensive player when on the field, I would say. They like to get him involved a lot. And Lawrence, I expect to dump down to him twice or three times, and he'll have probably 22, 23 receiving yards, which would make him only need 65, 66 rushing yards, which I think he can get against this Jets run defense, which is still good, but is not as good as they are against the pass. So I'm going with Travis Etienne over 88.5 rushing/receiving yards. Whichever one of you wants to go next, Ken.
Gio, you can go.
All right. My first play is Bruins -1.5. The Bruins have been the best team in the league this year, easily. Their last 6 home games, they've won 5 out of 6. They're playing the Jets, having a lot of injury problems, and this is the first time these teams are playing this year. So I'm expecting the Bruins to win pretty easily, and Bruins -1.5.
I like that.
Spread. I mean, what are the odds on that?
It was minus 105, -110.
Better than 145. All right. First play is in college basketball. It's Arizona and Morgan State's over 157.5. I think both of these teams can score the basketball. I mean, they're both top 15 in pace. Arizona averages 90 points a game. Morgan State averages 80. So it should be a blowout, but they still have went over this number, both teams, in like 75% of their games. So I think they do it again. They shoot the ball well. They run the floor well. So I think they both score. It's like a, 80 to, or no, like 90 to 70 games, something like that. Right around there.
I like that. I'm gonna go Garrett Wilson over 56.5 receiving yards. The Jaguars are one of the worst passing defenses in the NFL. Wilson has won over this in 4 straight games. If Zach Wilson wasn't his quarterback, I think this number would be much higher. Garrett Wilson's just that good. And as a rookie, he's putting numbers. He's going over this a very good amount. Like I said, his quarterback play has pushed him back from going over this more. But I think he goes over this pretty easily. If they give him the targets he should get, he should have 5 to 6 receptions, and I think he averages more than 10 yards of reception. He's due for a big one, and he goes over this number pretty handily, especially if they want to beat the Jaguars. I don't think people understand how good of a game this is or important, where the Jags, if they win, are in good position because they still get to play the Titans one more time this year. And the Jets need this win to get into the playoffs as well. So it's a really important game, and you got to get, I would say, your best wide receiver involved a lot tonight if you want to beat the Jags, especially with how bad their pass defense is. So I'm going Garrett Wilson over 56.5 receiving yards.
My next play is Calgary versus LA over 6.5 goals. Both these teams are allowing over 3 goals per game. The last time these teams played, there was 11 goals scored in the game. So I was expecting this total to be at 7. So, and I think, or not the other team, forget it. But I like this total. Both these teams should definitely be scoring a lot, especially averaging.
Are you still asleep? Are you still asleep?
Bro, I woke up. No,
Okay,
but for real.
All right.
This
So what was
total
the
should
point?
hit. It should be at 7, but it's at 6.5. I
Flames
really like
who?
it. Flames in LA.
I might tell that one. I couldn't really get it, but Flames LA over.
I'm
I'm
half
not
asleep
sure about the
doing this shirt.
reasoning. However, he thinks the total should be at 7. So
I'm half asleep doing this shirt. Yeah.
I respect it. Total should be at 7.
That's gonna make for a great TikTok. All right.
Don't even post on the TikTok.
No, I'm posting it. I'm just gonna cut it up so you can't hear you say for the 8th time that the total should be at 7, and that's the reason you're taking it. I'll just put that as
That'll be
one
an
part.
hour-long edit from Ben.
That one will take a little while. Oh my god.
All right. My next play is in college football. Going Air Force plus 4.5 against Baylor. This is going to be in Texas, and it's going to be like 18 degrees with high winds and pretty cold. But I think that favors Air Force. You know, they lead the country in rushing. They run the triple option offense, so I think that can play in the cold. Baylor has a down team this year. They're like 6-6, I think. Just haven't been as high-powered offense as they're used to. And their run defense, I think they're losing their all Big 12 defensive tackle because he's getting ready for the draft, so he's sitting out. So I think that hurts them, and Air Force can control the time of possession. And I think they win the game outright, but take the points to be safe. They've had their best year in a while, so I think they get their 10th win today.
My next play, I have 2, so I'll just say both. Towson money line against Bryant. The line's even when I last checked at like 8:27. I'm not sure if it's moved at all. Gio was sleeping at that time, but I'm gonna go Towson money line for the first play. I think Towson is better than Bryant. Bryant has actually been good. They got a really good coach, but in games against better mid-majors, they've struggled. They lost by 20 to Liberty. And Towson's actually had some struggles this year too, but coming into the season, Towson was predicted to be the better team. Towson needs this win, to kind of stay on pace with what they were expected to do this year. Towson brought back a lot of starters, and those starters have played well. Ryan Conway, the transfer from Seton Hall, has played well. He's now starting for them. So like I said, I like Towson money. I like Towson to beat Bryant today. The game's in Bryant, which is the only reason I was kind of hesitant to take Towson, but this is a big road test for Towson. If they can get this win, it would look very good heading into CAA play, which they're the big favorite to win the CAA. So I think Towson kind of comes out, plays well against Bryant, and beats them on the road. This is a great game. Starts early. I would definitely tune in because it's a really good mid-major matchup. And then my last play, which I can't believe I'm doing this, Zach Wilson over 197.5 passing yards. Zach Wilson is been horrible to say the least, but he threw for 300 plus last game, and the Jaguars passing defense is terrible. The Jaguars have played very good lately. Don't get me wrong. They forced some big turnovers against Dak, but they still struggle against the pass. Zach Wilson, I think, can throw for 200 passing yards. If not, he'll be put on the do not bet list. But Wilson's went over it last game. I can't he's not one of the guys where I can say and went over in 4 straight because I think he's went over like 2 in the last 4 or 5. But with the Jaguars passing defense, I think Salah draws up some good passing plays. Offensive coordinator calls some good passing plays, and I think they win this game pretty handily. I just think they need to win this game. They're going to need Wilson to throw the ball well. He's going to have to get everybody involved, which he struggled with earlier in the year. And I think they win. So if they win the game, Wilson will have to throw for 200 plus passing yards. And I think he does it.
All right. I should be able to say this shit.
Can't wait.
Sharks versus Wild over 6. The Sharks, the last 2 games, have allowed 12 goals. Over the past month, they're allowing almost 4 goals per game, which is the second most in the NHL. The Wild, on the other hand, have been scoring the 5th most goals in the league over the past month. So I really like the total in this game. Yeah, over 6. Sharks and Wild.
Like coming in the day, what did you think that total should be set at? I'm just curious.
Bro,
7?
I couldn't even. Bro, the last.
I'm just asking. I'm being dead serious. Do you think that total should have been set at 7?
No, because I didn't know what else to say for the other one because I was half asleep.
But I'm being serious. Do you think this total should have been set at 7?
This total probably should have been set at 9.
At what? Plus 500?
It's a fucking joke.
She is fed up.
Yeah, this will be your classic 3-1 game.
Yeah.
Late in the 3rd period, needing 2 miracle goals, but maybe we'll get it like we did last night. Hopefully, we need to get out of this cold streak.
Yeah, we do.
All right, last bet of the day is going to be Jets minus a point and a half against the Jags. I think, like Ben said, the Jets need this game. I'm also a big weather guy, if you haven't figured out by now. So I think, oh my God. So I think the weather plays in favor of the Jets. It's going to be cold and rainy. They're kind of that, gritty team that has battled through it all year. Trevor Lawrence is not going to be able to just drop back and throw the ball every play. And I think people are overestimating the Jags. They, were down 17 to the Cowboys. So they should not have been able to come back in that game. That was a collapse by Dallas more than it was a win by the Jags. And when I saw the line open at minus a point and a half for the Jets, I was all over it because the public is going to be all over the Jags after last week. They're going to, I saw like the splits on it, like a higher percentage of the spread bets are on the Jags, but more money is on the Jets. So I like the Jets tonight to cover.
All right. Well, those are everybody's 3 plays. I know Gio definitely has one because we talked about it yesterday. Does anybody have any extra bets that they like?
Oh yeah. Liverpool
Gio,
to qualify. Liverpool to qualify. Next round. It's a fucking lock. Playing Man City. First game back after the World Cup. We're coming in hot. Man City, they're playing. Supposedly, they're not playing a bunch of their guys. They're resting them. So, Liverpool, this is always a good game against Man City. I'm expecting us to come out hot and get the W in Manchester. Liverpool to qualify for the next round. It was plus 170.
Do you
plus
legitimately think
170?
that'll
Look at the
happen?
value play from Gio.
Yep.
Is that
what?
Do you actually think that'll happen or?
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
What time is the game?
3.
I'm gonna have to post that soon. That and what is the other one that was a
Towson
big?
Brown.
Oh, Towson.
No, but Gio, you actually think they're gonna win?
Yeah, I saw. There's a bunch of things like Manchester City. Most of their guys aren't playing.
How many Liverpool guys are out?
I haven't. Well, The only one that was in the World Cup
You should
final.
fucking know.
The only one that was in the World Cup final. He's not going to play.
That's the only one.
Yeah.
Why didn't what's his name?
Is Salah playing?
Yeah, I was
Yes.
about
Salah's playing.
All right, I might bet it.
Then why is it plus 170?
Because Manchester City is the best team in the league, so they're going to be heavy favorite. That's how they set up the odds.
Is this like Ravens to be the Browns bet, or is this like legit?
And
like,
Celtics to beat the Pacers?
Holy shit, we could talk about that on here too. I didn't even watch, like, it's 7 o'clock. I was doing something at my sister, so I couldn't, like, I was on my phone kind of keeping up. I get an
booing
update that
them
says
through the
Celtics
TV. I
down
was booing them through
27.
the TV.
27. Let's stop with the homer picks. That
Well,
was horrible. No, I think you need to hear about that. Forget that. We're going to keep talking about that.
what
What,
did
like,
30, 40 points, something like that?
with taking them
It
back,
was,
and Robert Williams really had a huge impact out there.
yeah. It was
Halliburton went
terrible.
for 30 plus on them.
It was terrible.
At
I was
home.
booing them with the fans through the TV. I'll probably never bet on the Celtics ever again.
Oh my god. Do you like not bet on them like you do Liverpool?
No,
So, like, why are you betting Liverpool? Liverpool today. What seed is Liverpool?
no, it's a separate tournament. It's not like it's
I
not
don't watch
it's not
soccer.
like their
What
league.
is this? Like what is the
It's called the Carabao Cup. It's like another tournament. And
How
it's only
important
in
is the
England.
tournament?
It's only in England.
Do they really give a shit about it, or
Yeah,
is it
yeah,
just,
how
you know?
important?
Yes.
And that's
You
the first
will
round
be
today.
getting
No, it's
texts
like the third round.
if this does
second
not
round.
hit.
What?
You will be getting texts if this does not hit.
I mean,
Are you like you don't like?
I
can't
might
tell if you're
actually follow
confident.
you on the TikTok like everybody else does.
Yeah. I think my favorite was when he was describing the I forget which team, and he was not talking about that team. And I started to comment back to the dude, basically telling him like to go fuck himself. And then I realized this
I
dude
thought it was
is
the
right.
Islanders.
This
I
dude
thought
is
it was the
right.
Islanders.
Like what am I gonna say? Like you're an idiot. He literally said this is not facts. And I'm like, Gio didn't make this up. And I go back, you said that they were 9-1 in their last 3 games, and the team
It
was
was
like
the-
4-12. Like
No, it was the Wild, and I was talking about the Islanders.
and then you said they were the best team in hockey, and I looked and they weren't the best team in hockey. Or one of. You were like, yeah, they were one of the best, and they were like middle of the pack. I couldn't even defend you. I tried. And then I looked
Yeah.
at it and I'm like, what am I gonna say? Yeah, he said that this team was really good and they're not, but fuck you. Like
Yeah, you're right, dude.
I mean, are you like who were your bets today again?
Bruins -1.5.
Did you explain them right?
Yes. The Calgary
literally-
game, I was falling back asleep as I was talking.
But you think the over should be
Wait,
set at 7?
are we serious right now? Do we want to turn this around or not, Gio?
Literally.
What?
Do we want to turn this around?
What, that we've been losing?
Yes.
Yeah. Like, fuck. You're doing a lot for us too, you fucking dickhead.
Oh,
At least I can explain my picks correctly.
Bro. And then Sharks versus Wild over 6.
I'm impressed you woke up. I'll be honest. I did not think you were gonna wake up. I'm
Hopefully that's the TikTok that blows us up.
What? You stuttering. I'm not gonna put that in there.
Oh, all right.
I'll see how it looks if I do put it in there and see if it's
No,
funny.
no.
Don't even do
That
it.
would be
Don't do
funny.
it. Don't do it.
That would be funny. Gio, like,
Don't do it.
I like his
Dude, don't do it. Dude,
I
don't do
think
it.
the over should be 7. No, I'm not going to, but that would be funny. Thank God the one TikTok didn't blow up of you talking nonsense about like a fake team. I mean, what?
That pissed me off.
That pisses me
Look,
off because I couldn't
You
respond.
did
to
it
the
to
dude.
yourself.
I mean, shit.
No, I know because I was talking about the wrong game. Like the next pick I had was the Wild, and they were the one that was like they've won 5 times in a row and all that shit.
I saw hockey play. What about you like Penguins Monday night?
They play. Who do they play?
Carolina.
Gio bets
In-
Carolina every other night. There's no
No, I
way.
don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. That was last year. That was last year.
How about the Panthers? That was a real shit show at the end.
Yeah, I watched that whole fucking game.
Yeah, I did too on TNT.
It was terrible.
What the hell?
I told you,
Frank
Gio.
was probably.
I told you I didn't
terrible.
like it. The Devils had 5 straight losses. They were due for a win, and here
Bro, they were
comes
calling
Gio.
for back to back.
And here comes Gio. Really a fan. I think they're gonna win tonight. Play well. I mean, and they give up 3 goals in the fucking third period. That was our night. Like I said, last time wasn't as bad as our first night, but
Might take Ovi anytime goal scored tonight too.
homer pick or like, do you have? Is he better or like? Is there a reason?
Homer pick. That's a homer. I'm probably
They
not
play the
taking it.
Senators, right?
Yeah, in Ottawa.
They're only like -120. They're
Yeah.
playing good lately, aren't they?
Yeah. Last game they came back, won in a shootout against the Red Wings.
You only get 1 point for that, or do you get?
You get 1 point for if you go to the shootout and lose, you still get 1 point. So they got 2 points.
Raise package, yeah.
I'm just seeing like which of his teams he's done a pick for and lost. Ravens,
Oh
Celtics,
my god.
Capitals, Liverpool. Let's see if we need Liverpool to win.
Yeah.
I will
Baby.
put that in.
Baby, bitch. Hold on. Dweeb. Forgot about that.
Munch, your Munch,
Art.
Munch,
There's another-
McGurk.
Oh.
Maybe we could get a sponsorship from McGurk's since you go in there so much.
Yeah, do you reach
Yeah, I'll
out?
hit him up. Yeah, I'll
Go in the
I'll
next
reach
time
out.
you're in there. It might work, you fucking idiot. God.
Since you're always sweating out your bets in there on a Saturday night trying to get some play.
Oh my god. That is funny. Liverpool money line at 3.
Maybe
No, not
Maybe,
Liverpool money line.
no.
Liverpool to qualify. Liverpool to qualify
The fuck is that?
because they can go into
High?
PKs.
Bro, soccer's stupid.
Just saying.
It should not be
What?
decided by PKs.
Now this is the fucking World Cup, which is like the most important game of the year of the world. And
I mean, there's always something in soccer. So it
Yeah.
goes from one thing to the next.
Gio, did you play soccer in high school?
No.
Okay. Did you play hockey?
No.
I was wondering, could you
But he played football, guys.
He did play football. He was like the Taysom Hill of Bel Air football, right?
As much
I
of a
did not.
surprise as that is, he played football.
I did not
You
play
were like the
football in
Swiss
high school.
Army knife. You were like the wide receiver, running back.
You
tight
didn't play
end.
football?
Not in high school.
I thought you did.
No, not in high school.
Oh,
No.
you played for just the Bel Air Terps.
Yeah.
Gio was literally Taysom Hill of Bel Air Terps.
I was
You wanted a
yeah.
fake punt, snap it to him. You wanted like
Yep.
any of that. You want him to throw a pass, snap it to him.
If you had my yards, they were most likely hitting.
I don't think there's no chance.
When I was like 6 years old.
Motherfuckers broke their fucking foot.
Yep, broke my foot in Maryland. Jerk slap.
That is it. Like I said, shout out Shoop, shout out
Does
Dom,
Celtics
shout
play
out Shoop's
tonight?
dad. No, it's only
What?
2 NBA games.
I know. I'm just
Oh,
back to
just so
back.
you can put a bet on that too.
Back to back Geo bounce back.
Yeah.
I'm looking down for 5 minutes. I'm eating, and then I look up and I get an update. They're down 27 and getting booed into half.
Halliburton with the game of his life.
Nice bet, Gio. But that
Yep,
is
that was
it.
a good one.
That is it. We'll be back tomorrow. Not sure when yet, but we'll be back tomorrow, and we'll have NFL play. Tomorrow will be a longer episode, but today was actually pretty long, so we'll see. And come back tomorrow for some more NFL and another 3-day bets or 3-game bets.